Hey, it's Donna with Cross Stitch on the Hill. It's Saturday and ball game day for my husband. So he's getting ready to watch some ball games, and so I'm up here cross stitching and thought, well, I'll just make a video. So I hope you're having good weather your way. We're expecting some bad storms to come through here. It's really windy outside, really. So anyhow, so I'm up here, but the sun's shining, but it's still very windy. And I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Watch it to the end. It helps with my algorithm if you watch it to the end. And I will move on with my video here. I'm starting to stumble around with my words. I just found a piece of thread. Does anybody find these laying on your table that you're working on? 2 or 3 different things. And everything I'm working on has brown in it. So what does this one go to? I hate wasting thread. So I'll lay it up there in a little pile till I get tired of looking at it, and then I'll finally eventually throw it away because not really sure what it goes to. And I've got a new start. And I know it's probably, it's not too bad shiny. The Beatitudes. I really have been wanting to start this one for a while. But all those words, but they're going in really quick. So I don't know why I hadn't started it till now. But I can't wait to get a little further with this. And I started it one morning this week. And I did that in no time. And no, that's not what the brown thread goes to, because I laid it up there and it doesn't, it's darker than this, so. But this is the Beatitudes by Little House Needleworks. Definitely got this one laying up here so that I can work on it. I have trouble keeping up with my threads and I know I laid them out. So I've got the Beatitudes in this one. So I finally labeled my box. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I've got my threads in there. And I've got a few thread changes because I wanted it to match my fabric, which was Cafe au Lait. And I think this is from number 12 Stitch Co. I love this, but now we can't get it, so because of the tariffs. So maybe she'll get started again, but I like her fabric. It's just got the right amount of stiffness. I was in a club with another linen dealer, and I love her colors. I love the way she dyed, but her linen was so, what do you say, soft. It just, I don't know, it just had no body to it. And it was, not that it was hard to stitch on, but it's just like the threads just kind of shifted around in the linen. So I'm not in her club anymore, but that's too bad because she dyes beautiful colors. So, okay, move on, huh? So I pulled this one back out, and I actually restarted it because I don't like this opalescent fabric. But I restarted, and I'm back to this because it looks better on this, and I put in a few stitches here, so I'm going to keep it up. But I am going to change the star in his bag. You can't tell the difference from the bag and the star. So I'm going to put this in the bag. And probably have to pull out some threads. I don't know. Or make it work. So we'll see. that's what I usually change my mind, and then I usually end up going back to what the call for was, because this is Teresa Koget's, but she was on a different fabric, and I thought I had that fabric, and I didn't, and I wanted to start it, so impatience won out. So I've also worked just a wee bit on Alistair. You know how I complained about the wool threads last week. Well, they're still the wool threads. I mean, they sew good, but to me, they slow me down. I got a little bit more of that black spot on his back, and I did change my colors, so I'm working right in here on him. But we'll get him in. And I've worked a little on this one. Oh, come all ye faithful. Songs of the Season by Prairie Schooler, and it's book number 81. So, I love this one. I got a side of the church. I don't know if you can tell or not. One little side edge of the church in the window. And I finished the tree, and I'm getting ready to work on ye. Oh, my lighting is, I need to adjust my lighting. Hold, please. I'm back. Shifted sides of the room. The lighting was, the window's on this side right here, so it was making it dark right here where I was trying to video. So also, I've been working on this little guy. Keep getting more of his code in. It wouldn't take long to do this, but Christmas parade. I can't wait to get to the animals. My son and daughter-in-law have been having squirrel problems, so my daughter-in-law is going to love that squirrel. Hey, Brittany, that squirrel's going to be for you. Oh, it's getting in their attic and driving her insane. So, but we've had raccoon problems, so, you know, squirrel, raccoon, I don't know. So that's about all I've been, no, I take that back. I am working a lot when I'm downstairs, mostly, on this. Christmas Village, love it. But anything Prairie Schooler to me is pretty perfect. Okay, what did I do with my board? Let's put this behind it. And I've been filling in this house. I love it. And I gave it a red door because I like a colorful door. I'm putting in the sleigh with a tree on it. These are so cute. It's like you're building a real village. I mean, I love each house, and I wasn't thrilled with the brown one last week, but actually it turned out really cute. And I'm working on the horse and sleigh. So that's where I'm at with that one. And here are my threads. I try to keep them hooked to it because I don't like walking up and down the stairs. I get downstairs and I usually think, okay, where's my thread? Okay, they're upstairs. So upstairs I run. So that's what I'm doing. And I made a purchase because I saw somebody working on this, and I don't even remember who it was. I wrote it down somewhere. That was so cute. That was so cute. And that wouldn't have been my thing had I been looking for a pattern. But it was so cute. And so I ordered the DMC with it and got those. So I'm ready for another start. But I'm not going to do it right now. But that was so cute. I wish I'd have knew where I wrote it down. I know I wrote down who was doing it. And also I got this. Last year I didn't order this magazine. And I always order them, and I keep them on my bookcase over there on a shelf. And I really regretted it all year. I know you can go back and order it, but I probably won't. I haven't thumbed through it yet either. And I know I've told you all about this, but it came in real handy this week whenever I knocked all my little bitty pins that I put to put a pattern or a cross stitch on my foam board. I used the little applique pins on the edges to hold the fabric down. And they're only like a 1/2 inch long. Well, somehow I flipped the container they were in. Oh my word, they went everywhere. And we've got hardwood floors, so they're down in the crack, and you know. So this little doohickey, which my husband bought off of a tool truck, but I'm pretty sure you can buy them anywhere in a tool department. I love it. Magnet in the end. And I thought I had 2, but I don't know. But I can sit it on the top of my Gus frame because he's got a metal screw in the top. And I usually sit it there and let it hang on. So, hold please. Sorry, I had a text from my daughter. My grandson's getting married today. And they're just having a small ceremony with his parents and her parents. So everybody's all excited about the wedding. They've been going together for several years now. Sometimes they go to Florida with us when we go on vacation. So they're finally getting married. He graduated his school, and she's a nurse. So, but they're having a hard time finding a place to live. It's hard to find a home, a small starter home anywhere. And I have a finish. I got it done. And let me see if I can find my board. Okay. I love this, and I need to get it cut out and laced. But I was trying to I want to start doing my initials. I don't ever put my initials on anything, and I should. So I thought I was going to do a D and a B, and I found it. Well, I got too close to this heart, but that's what I did. Does that look okay? Actually, it's a lowercase d and a lowercase b. But I need to find something that I can do that's tiny, that's my signature, and I don't know what to do yet, but I need to be looking. But I am so glad to get this finished because I really like it. And Teresa Cogut's got an alphabet one that I want to start. It was in her Patreon. And I know I've shown this for the last 2 videos, but here it is again. Got it framed as the crow flies. Not backed, but it is, but it's laced. Yay, I'm glad that's finished. I like having a finish so much. Hold please. Okay, and I have one more that I'm going to put in the frame. We did the Jingle all the way, and I was going to spray the frame green, and then we were going to overlay it with red and then sand some of it off. Well, we couldn't find the right green, so whenever we sanded it, the green looked blue. So I got some antiquing, what was it? Brie wax. And I put it on it. And it looks, okay, it's going to be a deal. Because whenever I put the brie wax on it, it kind of turned the green back a little greener. But I think it looks good, so I'm going to leave it like this. So I'm going to put a backing on it. I don't have it backed yet. I'm going to put a backing on it and get it on the wall. Because actually the red, when I put the brie wax on, it kind of went better with the Jingle All the Way. And I really like the frame. So anyhow, that's about all I've got for today. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening or morning or day, whichever it is. And wish Eli and Grace a happy life. I know they'll have a wonderful journey. And I hope that you like and subscribe and share my videos. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm just popping on here for a few minutes because I'm getting ready to take this picture off to somebody. And I figured I'd show it to you since I've got it fully finished. So, yay, here it is. Spell of the Moon by Blackbird. Looks great. Got my frame finished. Got it in. Got it backed. And taking it off. Also today, I've been working outside. That's why my hair's wet. But been working outside and it's wet because I had a shower. Anyhow, I've been working outside. We've been out there picking beans and planting the garlic. Well, the garlic that I've been storing under the house is what I planted last year and the year before. Is the Cades Cove garlic. So I'm going to plant it out front in a bed. So I went down there to get it and I opened the basement door and something fell. It fell right down in front of my face. Was a baby snake. Oh my gosh. That snake, maybe it was a little over a foot long. I don't know, but it could have been 6 feet long. Snake's a snake. I thought that about did me in. So I called my husband. He came down there and anyhow, we got the snake out because it tried to run into the basement under the house, and I thought, oh, no, not having that. So anyhow, we got the snake out, but oh my gosh. So it's been a shaky day.